Hello everyone. It is Sunday, January the 17th, 2016. It's about 9:30 p.m. and this is actually an unusual time for me to do uh, weather updates because things are getting more certain with respect to this upcoming weekend's uh, fairly large snowstorm, and I want to give you a little bit of an update. We've gotten the GFS 18Z in, and actually it is showing even more snow than some of the previous runs have shown. What you see on the screen is the GFS 18Z came out a few hours ago. And this is DC. Alexandria is right here. And let me see if I can increase the size of this a little bit. Let's do 150. That's better. Okay, this is DC and this is Alexandria. And so this is showing that at least by, let me move this back a little bit and we can see a little bit better. Here, let me move it here. Move it back to January the 24th. That's right? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move this back a little bit. I had it set all the way up. And let's see if we can do this. This is... let me see what we got. 23rd. This is Saturday morning, January the 23rd. And it is currently showing around 21 inches in the Alexandria area. That's up from what the noontime run of this model was showing substantially, and it's starting to get more in line with the European model for this time frame. Let me move to the European model. This is the European model. This was run at noon GMT. Came out mid-afternoon, about 2 p.m. our time. And this is showing, let me increase this zoom a little bit to make you be able to see it a little better. Okay, Alexandria in the district is right here. And we're showing in the neighborhood of 19 inches in the Alexandria-Arlington area. So that's actually quite close now to what the GFS is showing. The outlier is, in fact, the Canadian model, and that is showing about 10 inches in our neighborhood, and the really heavy snow is out here in central Maryland. But again, it's still showing a disruptive snowstorm, certainly, in the Friday-Saturday time frame. Okay, this is the mediagram from Iowa State University. This one now includes the 18Z GFS. I've set this snow ratio at 14:1 because actually my research in November suggested that in January in El Nino years at Washington National Airport, the snow to liquid ratio was in the range of 14:1. So we're going to take that as a possibility. And when you do that, we have a range here. It tops out nearly 24 inches. And then down at the very bottom, this is the actually the 12Z, that's the previous run, showing a more like 2 inches. And if you notice, this really is slanted to the right. It in some model runs, it's showing it's going to start Friday but not really ramp up until later Friday. That's when we would potentially get the highest rate of snow in our area. Let me see if I have any other ones here. Okay, this is the mediagram for Reagan National Airport. This is again the GFS 18Z, and the amount of snow is shown down here. It's showing that it's going to top out at about 21 inches. That would be Saturday morning. But it's going to start kind of slow in probably mid-morning in Friday morning, and then pretty dramatically ramp up after that. And if you look here, GFS is showing that through the entire time, the temperature is going to be below freezing. It's not going to go above freezing, so we're going to have accumulation and virtually no melting during that time. The other thing that happened this evening, one of the reasons why I decided to do this broadcast, is we got this tweeted out by the National Weather Service Baltimore, Washington office. That's the office in Sterling, Virginia. And this is kind of unusual, this far out for them to issue this type of a warning. So this is showing in the DC area, we are currently in the enhanced region of a winter storm threat. And again, what it's saying, the primary threat is disruption to travel, which is what I've been saying, is that it's a disruptive snowstorm, and that's the potential impact. It is conceivable that if we do get on the high end, if we get above certainly 10 to 12 inches, it's going to be certainly a moderate to high impact. So this may change, but it is unusual 6 days out or 5 days out from the start of a storm for the National Weather Service to issue this type of analysis. Okay, one last thing we're going to look at, that's the buff kit analysis. I'm going to switch this to GFS 18Z. Here we go. And we're going to do an overview. Here is what we're seeing as far as snow over Reagan National Airport. If we set this at the max T snow to liquid ratio analysis and do a summation over the time, this is showing that we're going to peak somewhere around 22.9 inches compacted. The actual would probably be in the neighborhood of 28 inches, but the compacted amount would be 22.9. Okay, we're going to switch this to the climatological snow to liquid ratio, and I'm going to bump this up again to 14 like we were showing before. And if we do a summation over this whole period, at that snow rate, it looks like we would top out at about 23.1. The real amount that would fall is actually 29.1. So we're looking at 23 under that analysis. If we do the Cobb 5 analysis, if you notice, this blue line suggests what the snow to liquid ratio would be. And this is showing that early in the storm, potentially the snow to liquid ratio will be above plus 25. So we're talking about 25 inches of snow for every inch of rain that falls. This is going to probably fit what my research has suggested, that El Niños tend, in January certainly, tend to produce a drier snow, a high snow to liquid ratio. And if we do an analysis of this one, we're coming out to about 26.8, with the true amount being 33.8, but the compacted value would be 26. Okay, Cobb 11. This pushes down the SLR, the snow liquid ratio a bit. It's showing somewhere probably in the neighborhood of 18 to 1. And we're looking at about, let's see, it peaks at about 21.8 with a true amount of about 27.4 inches. So no matter how you cut this, definitely Friday is going to be a disruptive travel day. If the scenario plays out that it starts sometime early to mid-morning on Friday and then ramps up, there's going to be some difficulties of making a decision of whether to close schools or close businesses early. Definitely anybody that goes into work Friday, if this actually develops the way it looks like, is going to have a difficult time getting home. I would suspect if we get in the 20-inch range out of this storm, it's going to be pretty disruptive into Monday of that week. So again, we're still pretty far out. Lots of things can change, and I wouldn't necessarily cancel plans, but I would definitely keep my plans flexible for this weekend. We will know with a much greater certainty probably late Monday, perhaps into Tuesday, maybe midday Tuesday, about whether this is really going to happen like it looks like it's playing out. We haven't had a really, really big snowstorm in a few years, and so some people may not have experienced this type of thing. But if it starts looking like this is really going to happen, that we're going to be have accumulated totals above 12 inches, definitely it's time to make a plan and make sure you have enough food in the house for a couple of days where you can hunker down. Definitely, I would suggest making sure that you have batteries and things like that. They can always be used in later storms, even if this one doesn't develop. Other than that, I think I would just keep abreast of what's going on, keep an ear to the weather, and I'm going to do updates every day. I'll be tweeting out probably after each model run, and I'll do at least one video update every day. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns about the storm, just give me a tweet. It's at PatPend, that's PATPEND, and I'll try and answer them. Thanks a lot.